Good morning. This is Bill from Europa, Naples, and today I have this absolutely gorgeous 2002 Ford Rotocrat. Okay, so it's not a Rotocrat. That was just one of the names that this thing could have been if things had gone a little bit differently in 1957. Thank God it didn't. Instead, they went with the name Thunderbird, and history was made, and a much finer sounding name could roll off the tongue. Just have a look at this thing. This is, again, 2002. It's Trple Black. It's a deluxe with hardtop chrome wheels, traction control, and fog lights. Those are some of the few options available on these cars. It's got just 20,000 miles. It's a one-owner piece. Books, keys, hardtops on a stand in the showroom, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Ford or any GM or any American car, they really hadn't built something like this in many, many years. For instance, when you're pulling up somewhere, 8 feet of car arrives before you do, and in the back it sort of swoops down, gives you this little shallow trunk. It's a waste of real estate, unlike the way most modern cars are made, much more practically. And kudos to Ford for doing it, because it's a very proper retro modern reincarnation of the original Thunderbird. Additionally, while the original Thunderbird was absolutely gorgeous to look at, it was really crappy to drive, and this is quite different. It's a lovely boulevard cruiser. I think they described it as relaxed sportiness, in the Ford brochures, and that really does work well in this thing. All right, you see the big chrome grille, you see the fog lights built into it, again, very reminiscent of the 57s. Beautiful air intake in the center of the hood, again, back to the 56, 55, 57. The little chrome slats in the side, beautiful chrome wheels, very nice option on this car, really makes it, sets everything apart. The beautiful chrome around the windshield, that's an absolutely gorgeous touch. Long, sleek windshield. The Thunderbird logo on the back. I'm not going to run the soft top. It took me like 10 minutes to get this bloody tonneau cover on. You really have to wrestle with it, but once it's on, it looks lovely. You can see the big afterburner style tail lamps in the back, very reminiscent of the early Thunderbirds in the jet age. The chrome around the license plate with the little bumperettes. You got twice pipes down there in the bottom. It's just a really pretty car to look at. A total boulevard cruiser, and, accomplishes what it set out to do, which was look great and be fun to drive and be very fun to show up in. So let's start inside the trunk. You can find the keys here. See, we've got 2 sets of keys. Very, very nice. Pop that open. All right, and the first thing you see, other than the pretty good sized trunk, even if a bit shallow, is this cover here with the Thunderbird logo. And I'm going to be frank with you, I don't have a clue what that goes to. I haven't spent much time trying to figure it out either, but there it is. It came with the hardtop in there in the stand, and there it is. Have fun. Try and figure out what that goes to. Otherwise, you can see everything mint back here. Very nice. You see those VIN stickers. Phone went a bit wonky for a minute. VIN sticker there, VIN sticker there, VIN sticker there. Shows you that it's all original, this car, which is nice. And it certainly is. No paint work anywhere. Inside mint and original, all the way it came from Ford. Have a look under the hood. All right, so what we're going to find under here is a 3.9 liter V8, also used in the Lincoln LS. It puts out about 252 horsepower, very smooth, very reliable engine, gives you just what you need, not more, not less. The perfect boulevard cruising engine for this car. Fits in there nicely and very, very proper. You can see again in this low mileage, 20,000 miles, everything's mint under here. This car is show ready, if that's your thing. So very, very clean, proper. That's made into a 5-speed automatic. This does have the optional traction control, and everything just lovely. I promise you, it's a beautiful black soft top under here. It's mint. Promise you. There'll be photos of it on the site, and there'll be pictures of the hardtop as well. Okay, inside, one thing I kind of like about this particular Trple Black car is it's a little bit reserved. You know, when I first saw Thunderbirds, you know, they're yellow, they were blue, and it just kind of looked like something a riverboat gambler might drive, you know, with the tie with the sticks and the big nugget watch and stuff. And, you know, they were cool, but, you know, they were a little bit too ostentatious for me to pull up somewhere and enjoy myself. This thing, on the other hand, is much more reserved and elegant, while at the same time preserving that sort of lovely retro modern feel. You can see it has very nice brushed aluminum inserts. The door panel is absolutely mint, also reminiscent of the early Thunderbird. You got your power windows, your power locks. That's a trunk release with the keyhole, so it's lockable. You can see from the scuff plate there, very minimal usage on this car. These seats have never been leather medicked, never been touched up. A little bit of patina on the bolster. Perfect leather. Absolutely fantastic for collectability. In the back, you've got some kind of little package shelf there with the T-Bird logo. Nice stuff. Let's hop in. So it's about 42 degrees, and I'm going to go for a spin in this thing, so it's a little bit chilly. If my teeth start chattering, bear with me. All right, there we go again with the, there. Okay, I was told to touch the iPhone, and that would refocus the light in the camera, which it seems to have done, so very nice. Okay, there you see a lovely, well laid out instrument cluster. Everything perfect. Lovely white face gauges. There you see just 20,000 miles on the clock. Nice stuff. Here you've got automatic headlamps with, you know, timer. You've got your instrument cluster lighting. You got your power mirrors over there. All the hieroglyphics are perfect. The stalks, the writing in great shape. You've got cruise control on the wheel, volume on the wheel. Those are your wipers and such. Over here you've got your keys dangling. I like the way the ignition's in the dashboard and not on the column. It harkens back again to the original Thunderbird. Here you have a nice in-dash CD changer. Works well. You got NPR going this morning. World to End, Poor and Minority's hardest hit. Oh, I'm kidding. Down here you've got your electronic climate control. We've got it set to 80, so we're going to get a little bit of hot air coming through. Nice leather wrapped shift knob. Let me say that again. I think that came out wrong. Nice leather wrapped shift knob there. Sort of a gated shifter for that 5-speed. If you want to shift it manually, you can. This is your power top control. You've got a 12-volt outlet. You've got a bona fide cigarette lighter here. Of course, never been used in this one-owner car, which nobody smokes anymore. Over in here, you've got a glove box. Those are your books. Nice stuff. And the T-Bird logo in the dash with a bunch of airbags everywhere. So, you know, it's not overly complicated. It doesn't have loads of technology and gadgets, but it has exactly the luxury you need to do a little bit of boulevard cruising. And that's what we're going to do right now. Okay, so there you feel ample power from that V8. I think it's 0 to 60 in about 7 seconds, which isn't going to set the world on fire, but isn't bad. More than you need for most driving. Really nice feel from the steering. Again, this is so much better than the 55 or 6 or 7 Thunderbird. It really, obviously, I mean, come on. I mean, technology had moved ahead 50 years roughly, but it's just such a notable difference. Going down the road, nice, smooth, perfect shifting, good feel from the steering. Michelin tires on there, nice and steady, very round and proper. Good feel from the brakes, and this is just a lovely feeling, you know. I'm sitting up a little bit high, you know. I've got this low slung windshield in front of me, very cool fenders and hood scoop. You know, you just feel like $1 million driving this thing. I love the blue tinted gauges too on the white face, needles on the white face gauges. Pretty cool stuff. So Ford really did execute this retro modern car very, very well. And it's going to be an aspiring collectible. You know, they've held steady in their prices. They've crept back up. They've crept down. They've crept up again. And, you know, they're going to be something that people are going to look for in the future. V8 power, top down, removable hardtop, soft top. It's got all the ingredients to be something that people are going to seek out as the years go by. So look, if you have an interest, here it is. 2002 Ford Thunderbird Deluxe, Trple Black with hardtop, chrome wheels, traction control, beautiful leather, beautiful original paint, perfect one-owner Carfax. This thing is a champion and very, very collectible. If you have an interest, give us a call, 239-649-7300, on the web at mercedesexpert.com. There's the sun ruining the filming, but I think we got it out. So give us a call. Hope to hear from you soon. See you with the next one.